Hey everybody, my name is Shadowsense and you're watching Sakura Spirit. Last time I was cut off so rudely by a weed whacker. And yeah, they're talking about Takahiro being stuck in a place he's not familiar with. It's been a couple of days. I shouldn't be not remembering this, but you know. Anyway, let's jump back in. Imagine being stuck far away from this village. You don't have any way to return to your loved ones. To make matters worse, you're in a place you don't know with beings unlike anything you've seen before. Now let's say you had a power that would let you to go anywhere you want. Where would you go? Are you saying that? Yes. Even if they weren't aware of it, they must have subconsciously felt they were different from you. Oh yeah, he's talking about the spirits. Suyuri explained that the spirits were the spirit world was accidentally merging with the world. So, yeah. To go home. Home. Kinda. I guess. I just want to cast a spell and see what would happen. Su-chan told me that I ever felt like that, I should go ask her first and go with it. So I did, and since she didn't warn me about anything, I figured it was just like any other spell. I think it's normal, Maiko-chan. Whether it's humans or spirits, everyone wants a place that they can call their own. A place where they're accepted for who they are. Isn't that right, Elder-sama? But you accept me for who I am, don't you, Takani? I would certainly feel sad if everyone ended up rejecting me simply because of who I am. Sure, not all spirits are good at heart, but perhaps we've been too quick in labeling them all evil. For a moment, I saw the Elder's eyes wander sideways towards the room Narumi and Machiko had moved to, and his gaze softened. Unfortunately, some of us have suffered quite a lot at the hands of spirits. It will take time for people to come to terms with those feelings, Takahiro-kun. Meanwhile, in a room off to the side of the main room, the guard lieutenant was watching over the older fox spirit as she seemed to be in the grips of a minor panic attack. No, this can't be right. This can't be true. I'm from this world. This world. I belong here, don't I? Maybe you should sit down or like lay back or something. I can give you a pillow if you like, or... No, you cannot possibly understand. You cannot know what it's like to have everything you knew, your whole life, just pulled out from under you completely. Actually, I do. What do you mean? Hang on, let me get back to Machiko's voice. Taka-kun. There we go. It was a while ago now. I was still just a kid, maybe 5 years old. There was an incident involving these other spirits. I don't know exactly what happened, but there was a big fire and my parents got trapped inside. They never made it out. So yeah, don't tell me I don't know what it's like to have your whole life torn apart. Tako-kun. I'm sorry. I did not know. I could not have known. That almost made it worse. You should know. You should know exactly what it did to me, how it made me feel. Pardon? I do not know what you're talking about. Narumi, was it? Narutan. What? That's what you used to call me, Chi-chan. You used to call me Narutan. We used to play together almost every day. That's how you should know. I was with you when the incident happened, and you don't even remember. The girl collapsed onto one knee, clutching her head. I remember the village glowing orange. A girl, younger, resembling you. Why could I not remember this before? Machiko? My head hurts. I remember seeing you cry. You screamed for your parents and then you were calling out my name as I ran. I had to. The villagers, they wanted to catch us. All spirits. They didn't care that we had been playing by the river all day. I couldn't explain it. I had to run. I can't believe it. Narutan, I'm so sorry. The fox spirit reached for the guard, who pulled back instinctively. As she did, the pain seemed to disappear and Machiko looked more relieved than anything. No, not yet. I can't just forget about all that. It isn't that easy. But you did stand up to that slime the one you called Sakura. You risked your life for Mio and for the village, and that's worth giving you a chance for. I can't promise a miracle though, cause she barely even listens to me, but I'll try to talk her down. She really isn't the cold, heartless captain everyone thinks she is. Thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance, Narutan. I promise, Maiko and I will do our best. Perhaps you could tell me more about the incident? I'd rather not. It isn't a happy story. But if you do me a favor, I might be more willing to tell you more. I want to get stronger. I couldn't do anything earlier today. I couldn't protect anyone. I don't have the brains for magic or anything like that. But that Takahiro guy knows some pretty flashy moves. If you get him to teach me some, I'll tell you about what happened. Deal, Chi-chan? I am not too sure. That seems like a bit of an unfair deal on my part. Perhaps you could sweeten it for me just a little? Always the charmer, huh? Alright, how about this? I'll tell you something about when we were younger, like when we used to play together in the woods near the village. There's a little stream there that we used to fish in. Sometimes you would sneak into the village with me and we'd play pranks on the shop owners, knocking on doors and running away. Silly kid stuff. You'd even show me your magic, your illusion abilities, but you said you didn't like doing it all that much because it made Maiko cry. That's right, when Maiko saw me transform for the first time, she got so scared, she ran away and nearly hurt herself. How could I possibly have forgotten that? Narutan, thank you for telling me that. I swear, I'll get Taka-kun to help you. Thank you. The girl stepped forward once again, this time wrapping her arms around the surprised guard, who did not pull back. As the two women hugged each other tightly, the fox spirit began trembling. Hey, come now. We should probably get back to the others. They're probably wondering where we've gone. Everyone's just popped in, no fade or anything. Damn. Forgive me for my absence. I must admit, I did not expect such revelations. Taka-kun, have you explained the situation? Yeah, I think they get it now, but it's probably going to take a while for the villagers to accept you. I do believe that it will be in everyone's best interest to see the true nature of this fox spirits. While I can't promise that friendships will be forged today, to let it be known that from now on the fox spirits are welcome in our village and will receive the same respect as any guest should. Thank you, Elder-sama. My sister and I are very grateful for your hospitality. However, the laws of this village shall apply to you three as well. Takahiro-kun, I believe it would be in your best interest to learn more about the village. Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan, I leave him in your care. And try not to put him back in that cell, you two. You've got it, Oji-sama. We'll do our best. What about Maiko-chan and Machiko-san? I'd like them to stay here for the time being. We need to discuss what to do should the other spirits choose to return. Elder-sama, I would like to stay with you for that conversation. It is my duty to protect the village and those within it from any perceived danger. This includes you. I also believe it would serve me well to hear this firsthand. Of course, I expected nothing, Tsukino Dono. Narumi-chan, how about you take Takahiro-kun for a walk? And do not think that this is a date, young man. You're going to need more than that to show earlier to... more than that... Then, yeah. Can't read. It's almost 3 in the morning. More than that, show earlier to earn the right to date my granddaughter. The man laughed heartily as I blushed, smiling weakly. At least I wouldn't end up cuffed and brought to a jail cell this time. Maybe it would even turn out to be a pleasant experience. It didn't. Even the elements seemed to be working against the village today. Barely a minute into the walk, the skies let loose and we were both soaked through within seconds. Letting out a yelp, Narumi grabbed my hand and pulled me toward the nearest shelter. Oh, ew. A rainfall this suddenly? That's just typical. Today just went from bad to worse. I thought it would take more than a bit of rain to douse your warrior spirit. Pah, warrior spirit. Yeah, I really had that by the bucketful today, didn't I? You sound different from the last time we met. I was practically expecting you to shout, "Ha! If you want to stop the great Narumi, you better up your act, Mother Nature." Send me a tsunami, an earthquake, or a tornado, or a hurricane, or a fire spout, or a water spout, or a dust devil. My way and you might just stand a chance. Yeah, well, that was before I realized what a weak, cowardly person I am. It wouldn't take all that much to stop me. It's not that I'm not that great. I'm just a girl who's trying to impress someone. It just takes a drizzle to stop me. I frowned for a moment, trying to think of how to respond. It looked like her inability to stop the slime girl from causing havoc had led Narumi to feel like she had failed somehow. It was then I recalled a certain scenario and decided to act. I swiftly grabbed a hold of Narumi's shoulders while my other arm wrapped around her own, almost as though I was about to comfort her. I had decided to use a judo technique. Pretending to be the hero of some manga, preparing himself for a secret technique, I shouted proudly, hey, stop! Surikomi Goshi! I don't know what that means. If you know what that means, please let me know. Having practiced judo since I was a kid, I easily spun the girl over my shoulder onto her back in the rainy grass. My eyes were sharp as they looked down at her, repeating the words I remembered from a certain manga. If you let one loss break your spirit, you're not suited for the life of a warrior. The stronger the people around you, the more you should improve. That doesn't mean anything. You took me by surprise is all. You looked like you were going to kiss me, and then you tossed me on my back. I wasn't planning to kiss you. I'm lying, I was totally planning to kiss you. And now I forgot my heroic speech. Get up and grab your weapon, Narumi. If words don't cheer you up, then let's talk like warriors do. Through battle! Wait here. The woman pushed herself upwards and barged past me, stomping into a nearby building. Only now did I realize it as the building had been held the day before. I waited under the wooden slats of the shelter as the rain continued. A few moments later, I heard a loud thud through the doors Narumi burst. In her hands, she held a naginata similar to the one she had used previously. That tube top is way too fucking small. But with a different blade. That was a weird inflection, damn. In the moment before her attack landed, I noticed that it wasn't nearly as sharp as it should have been. Yeah! It took everything I had to raise my arms in time to grab hold of the shaft of the weapon before the attack crushed my body. Pushing her weapon aside, I darted forwards. Pushing my hands forcefully against her chest, I attempted to open her up for a second attack. That's it. You're not some weak-willed girl who's going to lose her fighting spirit that easily. Words is hard. Shut up. You don't even know what's going on. I'm going to beat the snot out of you, and that'll make me feel better. Didn't you forget the most important thing? One of the most important things in a fight? The woman gritted her teeth and lunged towards me again, a wild, angry strike that would have been ridiculously easy to dodge had she not been so fast. Even though I was faster, the whoosh that shot past me made it clear that she was not pulling her punches. I don't care. It's not important. I couldn't do it. I got scared. I let everyone down. And that's why you failed as a warrior. I can read every emotion behind your attacks. You're angry at yourself for being unable to stop that spirit, right? Disappointed at yourself for lacking the courage to face them. But you're not some lone hero who has to do everything by herself. I quickly pushed her naginata upwards, a quick slide of my body nearly knocking the weapon out of her hands. I quickly raised a hand to flick her forehead before stepping backwards. Did anyone tell you that you had to fight that spirit on your own? Did you forget that you have friends out there that would give their lives to help you? A hero who fights alone is a hero who dies early. It's why both you and the tsundere tyrant weren't able to defeat that spirit. How? How am I supposed to fight by her side when she's so much better than I can ever hope to be? How can I stand a chance against spirits when I'm just a girl with a sharp stick? Hang on a second. I thought I was hearing noises. Mio lost her sword, but she never lost her resolve. I lost mine as soon as things became dangerous. I'm worthless. The woman snarled as her forehead was flicked, and she quickly lunged forwards again, lashing out with her spare hand, aiming for my temple. I ducked, slid back, and narrowly dodged a swing of her naginata. I noticed a change in her stance, which seemed to allow a closer range attacking style. The only limits we have are those we impose upon ourselves. If she's better than you, you just need to keep improving. Even I have things I want to overcome. That's the thing about martial arts. Why haven't you tried talking to her about this? Because I can't. I can't just talk to her. I just need to be strong. She does it without relying on anyone, without bending or yielding. I can't do it. I can't be like her. Is that really how it is? Maybe you just don't know what the source of her strength is. But in your case, it's just a matter of finding a resolve. Well, there's the problem. I don't have any. I'm just a dumb little girl who needs to be saved all the time. Come on, stop talking like that. Don't you have something you want to protect at all cost? Nothing at all? Not your family, your friends, your village? You just turn up for the paycheck and tell them thanks? You're right. There's nothing. I lost everything. The woman's attack caught me by surprise. The woman's next attack caught me by surprise. She flung her weapon towards me at full strength, hitting my arm, causing me to flinch. As she turned away from me, she slipped in the wet grass. Before I had a chance to react, she scrambled to her feet and then suddenly took off towards the forest. Ooh, sad music again. I chased the girl as fast as I could, barely able to keep up as she picked her way through the trees. She finally slowed down, coming to a stop at the edge of a small clearing. You're really fast. Why did you run? Damn it, why did you follow me? I didn't ask you to come. I don't want you here. Leave. Can't do that, Narumi-chan. The hero never abandons someone in need, and a master never lets his pupil down. What are you talking about? It's not important. Wouldn't you at least tell me what's gotten you this worked up? I know you panicked back when the wild spirit attacked, but I think most people would have. It's not something you should feel ashamed of. No answer came from the girl, who kept her gaze lowered. Rolling my eyes, I turned to leave, but stopped when I noticed two small graves. They looked old but well maintained, sitting in the shade of a tree. Narumi. My parents lost their lives during a spirit attack. I was lucky enough to not see it happen firsthand, but I'm all alone now. I lost my best friend too. Oop, that was a burp. When I saw Mio trapped, I got so scared that I was going to lose her too. I just kinda shut down. My mind went blank. I envy you, Takahiro. You're trapped in another world and you might never see your family and friends again. But here you are, still so positive and so eager to help everyone. How do you do it? Well, I do worry about whether I'll be able to return to my world or not. But I realize that just sitting around sulking all day won't get me anywhere. I'd rather spend my time helping everyone. But I don't think you lost everything that day. I mean, Mio. Mio-san is still here, right? So maybe she can be the reason for you to get stronger. And what about the elder and the other villagers? Isn't there trusting you enough of a reason to fight? It's just so hard. I'm so weak. I can't fight, but you can. Will you help me? I need to get better, and your skills are incredible. If I get strong enough, maybe I can finally protect those I care about. Mio-san, Chi-chan, the village. Well, I'm gonna be stuck here for a while anyway, so I wouldn't mind helping you out. But if you had kept your emotions in check during our fight, I would have been seeing stars by now. But who's Chi-chan? You're not talking about the elder, are you? Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. Can I trust you, Takahiro-kun? Of course, my lips are sealed. Chi-chan is Machiko. Oh, you already gave her a nickname? It's a little complicated. We were friends when we were kids. She was the friend I lost. After the incident, the villagers went on a witch hunt and got rid of all the spirits, banishing them to the forest. I haven't spoken to her since. That is, until today. I doubt Machiko has changed much from how you remember her. Well, aside from the fact that she might not have been such a tease. Nope. She was actually a tease back then too. Only not so, intense. She used to play fun little pranks, like hiding a bucket of water on a door, or hiding a frog in someone's boot. It was so much fun. I genuinely hope the next generation of children in this village won't take after the two of you. Oop, clicked outside the window. Bah, you're no fun. It was only a bit of harmless silliness. Those are two words that should not be together in a sentence. We made sure no one ever got hurt. We even rescued the frogs. It's just a shame it all ended so quickly. Why don't you try to reconnect with her now that she's allowed back in the village? I'd like to. We had a lot of fun when we were playing, but something seemed weird when I spoke to her earlier. She didn't seem to remember anything, and it looked like it hurt her when she tried to. It's probably nothing, but you never know. Maybe something happened to her after she ran away? In any case, I think we should return to the village. This rain... Oh wait, the rain stopped. I didn't even notice. We should still get back though. That and I turned my gaze away, my cheeks burning as I pointed at her chest. Your clothes are soaked. You're right. Yeah, they're almost see-through. That's not something you should be amused about. Luke is talking. My body is fantastic and it deserves to be shown off. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Please. I doubt your grandfather wants you showing it off to anyone at all, let alone a guy. Anyway, let's get back to the village before you catch a cold. The girl nodded, and with one last look at the two graves, she turned and began to walk back towards the village, with me following in her trail. Okay, so that was a nice little heartfelt moment with Narumi. I really like Narumi. I think she's my favorite out of the four girls. The four main, anyway. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave that episode there. So thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.